everybody, Sila here from Kardec UK again, straight from my house in the sunny England. So, today I'm here to do another video because I think it was last week or this week, beginning of the week, I made a video about difference between spiritual body and astral body, which is very confusing too. And so I decided to explore more this subject, and today I did a whole chapter about spiritual body. So here we are. Let's talk about spiritual bodies. Okay, this is based on things that I learned and information I gather in the internet. So I'm just trying to condense everything for you. Like I said before, start studying spiritualism back in the 80s, so a lot of things change, a lot of more discoveries have been made. We are way up here. Because I'm trying to catch up, I'm doing this video. So if you're like me, if in the very beginning, then you can start learning as I go. Not everything I say is 100% right, so do your own research, but I think it's a good basis for the start of it. At least I'm a very open person, so if I say something wrong or I made a mistake, please leave your comment below. Reach me out, let me know, and we can update whatever information we can learn with each other. So, starting today, let's go jump into the spiritual body. What I learned. So first thing we're gonna separate is our physical body. I will start popping images here. Right now I'm not seeing the images, but I will pop for you to make it easy. So our physical body or body is this beautiful. Is houses all our organs or brain or hormones or glands, plus a lot of all the bio stuff, all the degradable stuff that we are physically speaking. um it's like the envelope that houses the soul and the spirit in. So imagine this body as the physical body, and then your soul uses this as a vehicle to live this life in this planet. So we need a body to live our lives here. So that's pretty much what it is. I went back to the spirit books. I have this one, and this is information I gather about the body, the our physical body. I got life and death. Our physical bodies dies when the vital principle is depleted. And then I got here. Sorry, I have to find the page. I'm gonna read really quickly. So, what causes the death of organic beings? So when the body dies, it's like when a machine runs out of fuel and stop moving. And the response by the spirits on this one is yes. When a machine has no fuel, it stops running. Likewise, the body dies when the vital principle is depleted, which I just say. Then furthermore, so the inert matter decomposes and becomes part of other bodies. The vital principle returns to the general mass of the cosmic principle. When an organic being dies, the physical body breaks down and its various elements combine to help form new forms of life, which then draw the principle of life and activity from the universal source. They absorb and assimilate the vital principle, and then when they die, they return to the vital principle to its source. The body's organs are saturated with vital energy. This energy is what enables the organs to act as they need to. For instance, to respond to disease and injury by reestablishing bodily functions that have been temporarily interrupted. But when the vital organs have been destroyed or too deeply injured, the vital energy is powerless to animate them, and they begin to die. Um, the body, the body's organs interact with one another more or less actively. The body is in the state of harmony when the interaction is reciprocal and balanced. But harmony is destroyed when the organs become deficient. The body, in other words, is like a machine that comes to a standstill when one of or more of its mechanisms is out of order. You might compare it to a clock that eventually wears out through constant use of the someone's accidentally breaks so that the springs can no longer keep it going. An even better image of life, and that is the battery. Like all natural bodies, a battery contains electricity in a state of potentiality. When this potential energy is set in motion by a special cause, the completion of the circuit, for instance, we see the electricity in action. Metaphorically speaking, the battery comes alive. But if we remove the cause, the electrical phenomena stop. The battery once again becomes inert, and organic body can be true as a kind of battery in which the flow of energy produces life and the cessation of the flow means death. The amount of vital energy varies by species. It's not the same either for members of a species as a whole or for a particular individual within the species. The result is that some species seem to be saturated with vital energy, while others have relatively little vital energy. Species that have abundant vital energy are more active and tenacious of life. Okay, I will stop here. So that's a little bit of something here that we gather. So then my personal confusion with this whole thing is, I will go to page 91. I found here something that was really resilient to me as one of the things I was getting confused about. So in my book, page 91, I'm going to quickly read for you again. Okay, there's a question here asked by Allan Kardec. What about the assertion that the soul is a principle of material life? So basically it's comparing the soul to the material life, and the response is, this is a matter of terminology. You should begin to agree among yourselves about exactly meaning of your words. We don't among ourselves attach great importance to them. So this is what the Spirit's saying. And that's like when I say, oh, we're talking about spiritual bodies or astral bodies or what's the other word? Any kind of separation of bodies that we're talking about. There's a lot of ways of calling, and I noticed that we talk about two different things. When you talk, I was saying spiritual body and astral body. So really people call all sorts of things. I noticed there's not a specifically separation. So when, in my view, when I talk spiritual body, I'm talking about three bodies: the body, the soul, and the spirit, or the body, the perispirit, and the spirit, which I will gather together for you now. When talking about astral body or other forms of body, like people say, I don't even know how to explain, but any other bodies, that when you talk about 7 or 6 bodies, is something different that I will touch up in the next video, because now I'm studying a little bit of apometry and it becomes part of talking about those 6-7 bodies, and I was like, wait a minute, I only know 3 of them. And then I noticed that it's basically subdivisions of what we're talking about now. So bear with me, let's not jump into that yet. We talk about those 3, which is the spiritual body right now, in my view. Everybody has different names. So that's what they're talking about. The spirit just talking about names, like doesn't matter the name. What matters what we're talking about. So sorry. My advice would be when some spiritual healer or some, you know, people talk about spiritual things, or if they talk about three bodies, six or seven is the difference, okay? So furthermore, a translator note for coherence, Allan Kardec adapted the conversion of using the word soul to mean an incarnate spirit. So in this book, Allan Kardec, the Book of Spirits, they're talking about when they say soul, they mean an incarnate spirit. When they say spirits, they mean a disincarnated, like just the spirit itself. So that's good, so we make clear. When the soul is free from the physical body, it's called simply spirit. For a more complete discussion, this issue, see part 2. Okay, we're not gonna see part 2. Okay, we're gonna stop here. So this was a big and still a little bit confused for me, but we're getting there. Now, okay, we're gonna jump into the soul, which is the incarnate spirit. So what is the difference between the main difference we want to know about difference between soul and spirit? So like Allan Kardec said, the soul is the incarnate spirit. When you are incarnate, you cannot remember your past lives. There's something called a veil of forgetfulness, which is like through Allan Kardec, is when you're here, you don't remember what you've done in the past life. So in the past life, maybe you kill your girlfriend. Now your girlfriend in the past life is born as your daughter, so you have to love and teach this person and repaint this from the past life. In a short, I'm just giving an example and putting the short. So that's what it is. The souls, they don't remember the past lives, they don't remember what they done in the spiritual world, they don't remember any of that. We are here to learn. It's like a school. Our bodies are a vehicle that we navigate through this life, and then the soul is what we're doing here. So the soul is where all emotions, will, mind, and intentions are. It is part of the soul, your intelligence, which is on the page 65 again, Allan Kardec. I always go back to this. This is the north. This is all the explanations and the basis. So, okay, intelligence is a faculty appropriate to certain kinds of organic beings. It gives these beings the power of think, the will of act, the consciousness of their existence and individuality, and a way to relate to the external world. It also allows them to satisfy the special needs of their way of life. We can distinguish three classes of beings: inanimate beings, formed of matter but without life or intelligence, such as minerals; animate or non-thinking beings, formed of matter and progressing vitality but without intelligence, like the animals, or pets. And three, animate and thinking beings, formed of matter and progressing vitality through, but also having an intelligent principle that generates through. Okay, so this is what I gather here. Something else they say, this is an explanation. Only thinking beings have intelligence, and intelligence is integral to a person's moral individuality. But as we've said, they are things humans can't fully understand yet. So this is something from the spirit to talk to Allan Kardec in the book. So anyhow, now I'm gonna talk about something else. So we learned the physical body and we learned the soul, which is the incarnate body. And also we have the spirit, right? We talk a little bit about the spirit. So let me see my notes here. The spirit is our consciousness, is our so-called high self, is our tendencies, our essence, our Christic or conscious or spirit has the information of our other existence, everything we don't remember in this incarnation. It has our learnings and our true morals status. Each individual has your spirit and your divine spiritual spark. So the spirit is the essence. So it's almost like the soul, but it's not incarnated. Now, going back to all of this, so we're gonna talk about something in between. A lot of people, since we are in the subject and it's clear the bodies, a lot of people thinks that people say, "Oh, I've received the spirit of," and people think that the spirit came inside your body. So just to let you know, the spirit is not necessarily inside your body. The spirit uses something called the silver cord, and it's something that the spirit will connect or attach, like a cord they will attach, and that's how a spirit will give a message or use a medium or give intuitions. I don't think intuition. I think intuition is telepathic, but that's how the spirits kind of take over a medium or somebody's body. It's not really like it's not inside of you. It can be behind you or far, but connects to this. Anyways, so let's go talk about the silver cord. The silver cord is an integrate energetic and fluid thread structure of energy filaments that connect to ethereal bodies to the higher self or soul, to the spirit during a person's life or incarnation. It is similar to an elongated cable of light that is attached to many other smaller cords and threads with a form of major silver cord. So what it is this. All right, between our body and our soul, that is threads, like little threads, little everywhere, and they mainly so when people do astral travel, meaning their soul come out of their body and they go elsewhere. Like we all do that when we sleep. We all disconnect from our body, but some people are conscious and they go on the distance and they can't remember. So as the soul attaches detached from the body, these filaments start kind of gathering together and they work into become a longer filament, and that stretches as long as it has to stretch. That filament, that cord, I guess it has a silver color. I'm gonna put a little painting kind of image here that kind of resembles. The filament is what keeps you alive. So if somebody bumps you at night when you're sleeping and your body's outside, and you wake up, that cord will pull you back to your body really quickly. It's made of energy, and is no way to break the filament. For studies say that there's no way. The only time that filament's gonna break is when you disincarnate it. That's when your soul is free to go and your body stays and it separates. Also, there is something called between your body and your spirit. There's something called uh double etherical, which is between, it's almost physical, but it's ethereal material. It's almost like um a thin layer of a glue that keeps your spirit bound to your body uh during the daytime or something. So keep together. When we go to sleep and people become detached, like the spirit become detached from the body, that's when you relax and this double ethereal material kind of let you go, like kind of. Anyways, a bit of confusion there, but that's what I understand. So anyway, so this filament called the silver cord is the most important thing, because that's where your basically your information, your soul connects to your body, to your physical body. So let me go more. Okay, everybody say, "Oh, are you talking about that?" Okay, of course I'm a spiritual channel, but this silver cord has been mentioned on the Bible a few times, but I bought one up here, a church one, just for. So in Ecclesiastes, um, 12 chapter 12, 6 and 7, they say, before the silver cord snaps, before you die, and the golden fountain is shattered, life is gone, and the pitcher breaks at the fountain, and the wheels fall shatter in the pit. So he's talking about everything dismantling when you before you die, and he refers at the silver cord when the silver cord snaps, meaning when it snaps, life as we know ends. Okay, we talk about the double etheric already. Keeps the spirit attached to things in our bodies, within our bodies. Now we're gonna go to the spirit. Oh, we already talked about spirit. Sorry. So basically, I think we've done everything. So I hope this is bring a little bit into light what the body, the spirits, the soul are. And just, I know it's really confusing, and I'm trying to make it a little bit easier, but as I've studied, we found more and more and more stuff, so it's a never end fount of knowledge, isn't? But anyways, I hope I encapsulate everything and you enjoy. And if you like this video, please follow us, give a little thumbs up. Like I say, if any questions or any things that I said that may be wrong, let me know. But also, I want to say, besides my horrible accent, is language is not a matter of being wrong, as is said by the spirits on the book, because people use different language to say the same thing, or so if you come up with a word that basically means the same, it does not really count. Let's put it doesn't really count, because like there's many names to describe the same thing, and we humans among ourselves need to sort that out, basically. So stay with us for the next one. The next one I will talk about the astral bodies, or the 7 layers or 6 layers, and I'm gonna try to dive in each one and explain really good. I already contact somebody that I know that is teaching me apometry, and I'm sure I'm gonna get the information from this person all in Portuguese, and I will translate to English, because I think they have the ultimate information. So bear with me. See you soon. Bye.